3 days after Afzal Guru was hanged in Tihar jail, the debate continues over the timing, the manner, the human rights, the politics, and of course the impact of this hanging. So on the social network today, we discuss Afzal Guru's hanging, celebrations versus protests. Before we introduce the panel, let's quickly listen to what some of you have sent us.
I don't think that we should become uncivilized just because we're dealing with terrorists. We should follow the procedure in due diligence and inform their families and all that stuff if we're going to put an end to their lives. On the other hand, we are treated like, Indians are generally treated like softies and doormats all around the world. People really actually laugh at us in our faces for many aspects of social life. And I think when it comes to terrorism, because it seems pretty clear that the Pakistani state is not that serious about stopping it coming over our borders, we should give a really hardcore message.
He should have been hanged to death a long time ago. Justice has been delayed to the people of the country, but yes, justice done, so it is ultimately done, and whatever it is, he may have not got the chance to meet his family, but it's fine, he deserves it.
All right, now quickly let's introduce the panelists today on the show. We've got Manisha Sethi, she's the president of the Jamia Teacher Solidarity Association. We've also got with us Aparna Chandra, who's assistant professor at National Law University in the capital. Joining us from Kashmir is Professor Saeeda Afshana. She's also she's the senior assistant professor at the media department at Kashmir University. And also on a video call, we've got with us Harsh Gupta, who's a columnist with Mint. He joins us from Jaipur. Thank you all for joining us today on the show. Just want to start with you, Professor Saeeda. Of course, you're right now in Srinagar. Tell us what's happening there.
Right now, the situation over in Srinagar is very tense. There is an uneasy calm. I came right away from my house, and at many places I could feel that a lot of young boys have gathered, and there's a kind of anger, a simmering discontent, but as of now this situation seems under control, but the air is full of a lot of anger and alienation.
All right, that of course is, is the on-ground protest that Saeeda is talking about in the valley. But Manisha, I just want to ask you, this is one of those topics that's really sort of split people down the middle. Some people are celebrating that, finally the state has woken up and taken action against a terrorist. Then, of course, others are saying that Afzal Guru was hung. And, of course, this is a complete dark day for democracy in a sense. What's your take?
See, I think if as a society, as a civilization, we are celebrating somebody's killing somebody's blood, then I don't know where we are going. It's a really sad situation where people are out on the streets, bursting crackers and celebrating. But I think that's only part of the story, because even in Delhi, the day Afzal was hanged early in the morning, as news came out, I think there were reactions even from Delhi. It's not only that the protests are happening in Kashmir, but in Delhi, the same day there were protests at Jantar Mantar, which were broken up by not only by the police, but police in collusion with the Bajrang Dal, which was also protesting there. So you see who's protesting and who's celebrating. It's quite clear which sections are out celebrating. And there have been voices, very sharp reactions from civil rights group, from human rights group, people who've been working on these issues.
But really raising the question on what exactly, Manisha?
On several things. A is the question of that capital punishment should not be part of any civilized society.
Yeah.
That's one debate. I don't think we need to go into that.
Yeah.
That's another debate altogether. Secondly, that Afzal did not get a fair trial.
Yeah.
Right? And third is the question of secret execution, which our state is now increasingly inclined towards.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, a terrible thing, and it's a symptom of the kind of authoritarianism which we are free falling into, now.
Okay, so on that question that you brought up of the fact that he got a fair trial, let me quickly bring in Harsh. Harsh, Manisha is of course bringing in that question that he never really got a fair trial, but I know that you have very strong views on that. What's your take?
Went through clause by clause, argument by argument, whether the quota was applied correctly on the right date. Ram Jethmalani and other lawyers try to pinpoint all the possible mistakes, and using precedents and jurisprudence history, the Supreme Court, two judges, laid to rest all the doubts. It went to the trial court and the High Court and Supreme Court twice. I do not think the due process is the issue here. But on the third point, which the last panelist raised, I do agree that the issue of secrecy is something which is problematic.